G'day, Starlo here, and welcome to another episode of the Fishing Hub live stream. You can catch these Fishing Hub live streams every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, either on my Starlo Gets Real YouTube channel or on the Rex Hunt Fishing Adventures YouTube channel. And when we've got Shroom on as a guest, as we have tonight, you can watch it on his YouTube channel as well. Now, we've got an absolutely packed show for you tonight. First of all, we're going to delve back into the old Rex Hunt Fishing Adventures archives, and you're going to get a chance to join Rex and myself in the wild waters of Coburg Peninsula in the Northern Territory, catching some fantastic fish on conventional gear and fly. Then we're going to join Shroom back in Sydney for some really exciting estuary fishing. He hooks an absolute whopper, and we'll see whether he gets it in or not. Wow. And finally, and you've got to hang in there for this, we're off to Thailand, to one of those exotic fish-filled ponds that they've got over there that you can pay to fish in and catch exotic fish from all over the world. And we're hopefully going to see the guys catch an arapaima. Now, an arapaima is the giant relative of our Australian Saratoga. These things grow to immense sizes. It'll be really interesting to see if the guys can catch one. But first up, off to the Northern Territory, back in time, about 20 odd years, Rex and myself on what became known as Rex's Cay. Check this out.
G'day folks, thanks for joining us again for a special half-hour edition of Rex Hunt Fishing Adventures in Australia's top end, a special part of the territory for me. And behind me, Cape Don on the edge of the Timor Sea. And folks, put those bickies in the bin and get your family up here, you won't be disappointed. And talking about disappointed folks, you won't be in tonight's show because the action starts right now. Well, folks, here we are again, the terrible two, the Barracuda brothers, Steve and Rex. And we are revisiting a sand cay at Cape Don in Northern Territory. A lot of you who follow the show religiously would know that 18 months ago, or 2 years, we visited this place and we got magnificent action with a Barracuda that you couldn't jump over. For those of you who have followed the show, this is to refresh your memory. And for those who haven't seen it, cast your peepers on this.
Oh, big barracuda, look at the size of it.
Barracuda.
Come on.
Should I try him on a spot?
Yeah, try him.
He's got it!
Yes.
He's got it straight
Oh,
away!
Rex.
Wagons! Oh!
Oh, he's going to take off in a minute, Rex.
I tell you what!
There he goes!
I reckon I hit him on the head, mate.
Threw it into his mouth.
Unbelievable, mate. I tell you what.
I'll grab him for you if I can.
He turned
Oh! He wanted that rattler, didn't he?
Oh, mate, this is good stuff. My first cast in the Timor Sea at Coburg Peninsula, mate, and have a look, we've got onto a... Mate, I reckon he's going to really...
Oh, he's going to really take off in a minute.
He's going to give us some hoppo-boppo, mate.
I'll try and scare him into turning around.
There he goes, he's gone.
He's going to go
I'll
under
go
the
over
boat.
the top.
Oh, jumping. Can you clear that boat?
Yeah, I'm right, thanks, Stephen.
Look at him carrying on out there. Oh!
Beautiful. Mate.
Take him nice and
He's
steady.
a fierce one.
Oh, yeah. Now, people say these big barracuda don't fight all that well, but I tell you what, on light tackle, they're fantastic.
He's a fair sort of a lump.
Oh,
of
he's a
fish.
big lump of a barracuda.
I reckon when he gets into this channel over here, mate, we're going to be
He's going to be trucking with that tide.
Mira Hiroshima job, I reckon, over there, mate. Oh, gee whiz.
Right there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You just walk back up there now.
Yeah, because why I'm going to walk back is Steve's saying to walk back, we get more stretch in the line. If we go up very, very tight, we can't give this fish much power.
Walk back. Now he's going to take off when he sees me, Rex, so drop your rod and let him go when he does. Keep walking.
Oh, mate.
I've got him.
Is that all right?
How's that? Oh!
Mate, have a look at those teeth like Dick Emery. Mate.
Oh, well
Now,
done.
Tell us a little bit about the barracuda as against the barracuda, mate.
Kuta. Well, this is a greater barracuda. They're a tropical fish found right throughout the world, not to be confused with the much more lightly built barracuda that we catch down in southern waters. I'll just pop him here on the sand. I'll tell you what, Rex, he'd be very close to 30 pound, that fish.
Nice fish,
That
eh?
14 kilo fish there. That's an excellent catch.
Now, I got a letter from a young man on the south coast of New South Wales called Tom Starling. He said his father's never forgiven me for catching that fish.
So it's my turn today.
We'll see. Let's hope the excitement's just as good.
Let's give it a go.
Okay, well, we're on Rex's Cay. It's a sand cay in the middle of the ocean. And what we've got here is a little bit of action. There's trevally around and there's a few sharks. So what I've done is cut up one of the trevally that we've caught earlier on off camera. And Steve is just wafting that little bit of a carcass in the water, setting up a burley trail. It's a little bit about come across for something to eat and a bit of a chat, and we'll do the old hook 'em up trick. So it's going to take a little while, but
Not too long, I don't think, Rex. I've seen one here and there's one coming in down this way now. So I think if you flick a couple of cubes in.
beautiful. We'll flick a couple of cues in. Now, and there's another one coming up over here.
Yep.
Now, before we get on, we want the young people to understand exactly why we're here. And we're in the middle of the ocean, but this really is a structure.
Absolutely. And we've got current ripping around both sides of it. It's a shallow bit of ground amongst all this reef, and it's a great spot. Also for those young kids, I wouldn't suggest that they stand here in the water with a bit of burley like we are.
Yeah.
Look at this turtle. There's all sorts of life here.
Yeah. So everything's going particularly well. There's a shark down there at the moment. So I might, folks, what I've got is a little bit of a wire trace, and I'm going to put a fillet of fish on that one. Got a couple of nice small sharks, about 3 or 4 feet coming in. And Jody, back at the lodge, has promised to cook me up a lovely feed of flake. They haven't heard of flake up here, but it's the best eaten fish in the world, I tell you what. So what we'll do is just see if we can lay a trail. And I think we're just about with a chance here.
I think you've got a pretty good chance.
Just about with a chance is I'll put that in front of him there like that.
We have to hit him pretty quick with that short wire trace. But I don't.
And he's going to come around and take it right
Yeah,
now.
he has
He's
taken
got it. He's got it. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits. And away we go. We've got a shark on here, folks.
He's going to
Hold
wake
that
up in a minute. Certainly. Oh, they're great fun in this shallow water.
But this is what it's all about. This is a black-tip whaler. He doesn't like it at all.
Look at him go. Now he knows he's hooked.
Does he think he knows he's hooked?
Look at him perform.
But isn't this a good lesson for the kids, Steve, that you can do this with whiting or bream or anything really? It's that burley trail. It's get them interested and give them something that you're burling with. You better come with me here, folks, because we've got a lovely black tip. You didn't like it when he came towards you, did you?
I wasn't real keen on that.
This is just magnificent. A beautiful example of one of the vacuum cleaners of the sea. Look at that. Isn't that an absolute beauty? Now, there's 3 or 4 others here, and that is what it's all about. Now, you
He's
won't
just
like
nicely
me.
hooked.
Have a look at
If
him.
you hold him there, Rex, I might be able to
He's
just
a
get the
beauty.
pliers onto that hook. Look at the teeth.
Do you think so?
Look at the teeth in there. That's what you've got to be a bit careful of. These pliers are a little shorter than I'd really like to use here.
Thanks very much, Stephen. Now, that's not Fat Phil's pliers, is it?
No.
Hey, folks, no cigar. Bad luck, folks. Mate, there's Fat Phil's pliers. You can keep them and stick them where you...
And that's where one tooth hit me as he did that. That's why you've got to be very, very careful of these blokes.
I think...
nice release.
Yibbity, it's a nice release, folks, but... talk about Fat Phil's pliers, but what about Rex's... Rex's wire trace, folks? Yibbity. This is Rex Hunt on Safari. Don't turn your back. Here he's got the scent all right. He'll come straight in on that. And Harry, oh, come on. He'll turn around and he'll take that. I reckon he might have it, don't you?
I think he has, mate. I think he has.
I'll
He
just
didn't muck
tighten up on
around.
him and see if he...
Yes. Ooh, he's carving up on the surface. They're great in this shallow
Aren't they?
water. 'cause they
Fantastic.
just
Like he's in
go.
about 2 foot of water.
Yeah. Barely enough to cover his back.
Look at
Get out of
that.
the water.
Look at that beautiful little black tip.
Oh,
Aren't they fantastic? And they're the vacuum cleaners of the ocean, aren't they?
Yeah, they clean up any sick fish or dead fish. It's a healthy system, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it? What? Won't be too healthy if he comes around here with us.
Oh, look at him twisting and writhing there in the clear water. Now, do you want to keep this one? We're going to
I think we'll take this one back for tea, eh?
Oh, I think so.
Beautiful bit of flake. They don't like flake up here, folks, but I tell you what, we love it. Come on, mate. Come on, do the right thing. Woo. Come on. Now, what I'm doing now, folks, I'm just walking backwards with him. I've got enough drag. If he takes off, I've got control over him, but I won't be snapping the line. And the reason I'm walking backwards is I want to keep an eye on him, number one, but number two, I want to make sure there's enough stretch in the line. Now, just watch my camera crew there. There's a deep hole there, so we don't want to go in there with about 500 grams worth of stuff. Be a nice old tax deduction, won't it? So here we go. He'll start getting a little bit aggravated because we're coming into the shallows. Come on, mate. It's a black tip reef shark or black tip whaler. And have a look at that. Beautiful size fish.
Look, he's got a little remora on him too, Rex.
Has he really? Oh, yeah, there he is.
It just took off. Little hitchhiker.
No shortage of these in the system, Stephen?
No, he's a lovely shark.
And there it is, folks, the black wire trace to stop him getting at us with those teeth. But he would have given it a nice old lunge, as you can see there. If Harry can get in there.
He's knocked all the nylon coating off
Have
it.
a look at that. So there you are. That's our tea. So, Rex's K, eh? Hasn't let us down again. And after the break, I think I might go and get my fly rod, mate, because there's a bit of action out there.
Absolutely.
This is magnificent.
There's no doubt about Rex. Anywhere we went in the world, he always wanted to catch a shark and eat it. You can take the boy out of Victoria, but you can't take Victoria out of the boy. And we got to eat flake all over the world. I've got to tell you, some of it was dreadful, but some of it was really, really good. Small sharks, if you look after them properly and cook them properly, are absolutely delicious. And Rex loves them. But it wasn't just about sharks. You probably saw that I had a fly rod on my hand in that segment. Well, Rex picked up the fly rod as well, and we got stuck into it. Have a look at this.
There's a bit of action here, mate. I reckon you could go off here soon.
Oh, I reckon. Yes, yes, here we go. Got him. Beauty.
Nice fish.
Yeah, mate, there's a bunch of other ones there too. Get your line in.
Here we go. There's one after me now.
Yep. Oh, yes! Double hooker.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, I think Rex's is a lot bigger than mine.
Mate, did you see?
Didn't he go? I'm not surprised with that big shark right behind him.
They move in schools, these fish?
Yeah, they seem to be with that shark, actually. That was great stuff.
Well, folks, I think we've got a couple of trevally on here. Steve actually has got a smaller one on here than I've got.
Yeah.
Nice little trevally on fly gear.
Yeah, little GT.
Okay, do your stuff, mate. I'll see if I can get some stuff back on this
Yeah, I
one.
think you've got a significantly better fish than me. He's well into the backing. My guy didn't quite get me into the backing. Just a nice little giant trevally. Oh, he's really sucked that fly in. You can barely see the fly. I've got a little pink thing tied on about a number 1 or 2 hook. It's only a fairly small fly because on these clear flats. And he's bleeding a little bit from the gills, but I think he's going to be okay. I'll just get my pliers out. You can hear the distinctive grunting of the trevally there. Rex is off in the background chasing his. That fly will come out of there. There's a little bit of blood there. In fact, rather than put him back in with that big shark around, because he's bleeding a little bit from the gills, I don't think he's got a big chance. I'll hang on to this bloke. We might use him for bait later on. How you going, Rex?
How am I going, mate?
This takes me back to our last experience here.
Well, it's Rex's Key revisited. Steve mentioned earlier on about the backing. I'm down to the backing, which is black. You can see quite clearly there as Harry has a look at it for you. That's black backing, about 50 or 60 pound breaking strain. The orange line that he will now pick up going along the line is the actual fly line. That's the weighted line that casts our fly because we need some weight because there's no sinker. And on the end of that, there's about a 6 or 7 foot in the old scale or 2 metres in the new scale of heavy monofilament, about 30 pound bush, he tells me. And you can see the line clearly is under strain and it's going through the water towards the back of our little mothership there. So now I've got the fly line back on. Now I've got the fly line back onto this reel, and all it is for me now is to be very, very patient, but it's rather substantial fish. So I'll do a little bit of work and I'll be back with you in a minute, folks. I'm going to have to do a substantial amount of work. No, he's turned the other way.
He'll come out.
He's turned the other way, so we're in business now. This is a lot of fun, folks. It's still lure fishing, but with these big, long, heavy rods weighted about 8 or 9 on the international game fishing rule book, the weight 8 or 9 is around about the way to go. You can do some heavy trout fishing, but light game fishing, light sport fishing, that's the way to go. How do you reckon I'm going, Stephen?
Oh, you're going well, mate. This fishing on the flats is just fantastic, isn't it? People fly all over the world to do this.
Well, at least we don't have to go to the Christmas Islands to do
No,
it.
we don't have to go to Florida or the Christmas Islands. We've got it right here in Australia.
You should see Brett at the back of the boat and then hopefully scoot off. And here he comes. He's coming towards us,
Come
actually.
through under the boat.
He
Does
came
this
under
remind you of the big barracuda hookup, Rex, when we went right round the island how many times?
It does. We're going to get a look at him here in a minute, Harry, I'm sure. We've got cameramen and soundmen and producers, and here he comes now. Look at him. Look at him. You'll see
he's
me
a
in a
nice
minute.
fish. He'll
It's a
scoot
lovely
in a
little
minute.
fish, isn't it?
He's a lovely fish, Rex.
Isn't he a beauty?
He is going to scoot in a minute, I think.
Look at him. We can put quite an amount of pressure on
you
these.
can. I think people underrate fly gear.
Well, they do. Now, you can see that I've just got enough pressure on him to walk him in. And as soon as he gets into the shallows, I think he might take off.
I think you've got him now, Rex.
Yeah, I think we have, mate. What a beautiful fish. Well, I know my production people will be happy with this because when we revisited Rex's Key, we wanted to come back and try a different method. I tell you what, that's a couple of kilos.
Oh, that's a lovely trevally, mate.
Hold that, mate.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
a couple of kilos. The saltwater flies, what's in them, Stephen, for our young people at home? They can tie them up quite easily at home in the winter, can't they?
This one's got a combination of natural bucktail and some synthetic materials.
Yeah.
It's just various materials that swim in the water. It's not all that big, as you can see. It's got an eye on it and looks like a little bait fish in the water.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that a little bit later on, folks, but this is a member of the giant trevally clan.
Yeah.
And a couple of kilos, and have a look at him. There he goes, he's got the zinc green on top. Harry, come with me and we'll let this one go because this is what it's all about. Rex hunts K, the Sand K, at Cape Don in the Northern Territory, revisited 18 months after being at the scene of the crime. What do you reckon, mate?
That's a good spot.
It's not a bad start, eh? And we're just 20 minutes into the first day. How about that? Here we go, mate. Away you go.
Look at that, beautiful.
He's fine. See you, mate.
Oh boy, that trevally really gave Rex the runaround. It got well into the backing. They are such powerful fish, especially on fly gear. And talking about powerful fish and excitement, we're going to catch up with Shroom again this week. Everybody loved his segment from last week, so we're going to join him again on a Sydney waterway. This is a Sydney estuary, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you who live in Sydney are going to be able to identify this spot quite accurately. And don't forget that throughout the program, you can send us your comments. We can see them down the side of the screen, and if we get a chance, particularly while the segments are playing, we'll answer your questions.
Thanks, Starlo. It's good to be back with you, Rex, and of course, all our lovely viewers watching behind the camera tonight on the Fishing Hub. What a neat little community. And of course, the theme, how could I forget? Spring has sprung, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in the next piece. But before I go there, if you guys have been fishing throughout the last 3 months, June, July, August, not only is it pretty cold, maybe the fishing action just hasn't quite been to your taste, but it's getting really exciting now. We're heading into the warmer months, and I'm rubbing my hands because, not because I'm cold, maybe just a little bit cold, wearing just a shirt right now, but I'm indoors, but the fishing action is about to heat up, and that's exactly what happened last year. So guys, you're gonna have to expect that the fishing action, the bites are just gonna pick up, the species are gonna change. We're going through that transition period right now, so a variety and abundant amount of species may be available to you in your local system. Now for me, last year I was on the Georges River, fishing in this section of the river. Got a nice bag of various species, but in particular a nice trevally, which I kind of associate with the winter period. Now, I won't ruin what's going to come up, guys, so sit back and enjoy this next bit of footage. I think, oh yeah, oh wow, 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 wow. Ooh, look at that. Water level is pretty high. Check it out. Looks like someone's fishing across the other side. It's got a float. I've got this side all to myself. There we go, on. We got something. That's it. Got a fish, guys. We got a fish. Got a fish over here. It's just right against the pylon. The water's moving quick. Hadn't got a bite until now. Wow. Check that out. Check that run out. Wow. Good run. Good run. It's got a bit of a tide assistance though, this one. It's not doing many head shakes. In fact, I don't think it's done any head shakes. There's a few mangrove roots in the water. As long as it doesn't get me on that, I'll be fine. Ooh, there's the head shakes. There's the head shakes. Oh, that's some good head shakes in late. I can see it's a nice brim. There we go. Look at this. Not too bad at all if I can bring it in. Not too bad at all. Ooh. So they're coming back up the river now after spawn. Coming back up the river now. We've got a nice one here. Oh yeah. Oh, he's just urinated. That is a fat brim. Look at that. Stream of yellow urine. That is psycho. Guys, just the one fish so far today. I'm gonna pick her up. There she is. Nice looking brim. Let's let her go. Let's let her go right here. Alright, off you go, mate. Off you go. There she is. Yes. Alright guys, I'm back here. Had to go back get some batteries. Couldn't finish that session the other day. It's very hard to judge distance when you're fishing land-based. Things look... There we go. Oh, that's good. Yes, yes. We hooked up. We hooked up, ladies and gentlemen. I think this one's a flathead. Look, I'm pretty excited. I mean, that was the first proper cast after changing lead. So, let's see what it is first. Yeah, it's a flatty. It's a flatty. It's a flatty, guys. We got the flatty. We got the one that we said that we're gonna get. It's just spattered. It's just here. We'll let it go. There it goes. It was probably about 35 centimeters, so not too bad. Yeah. Fire went back out there where I got the hits towards those pylon legs again, and we're on. We're on. That's a solid hookup. That bend in that rod. It's on the surface. You'd think it's a flathead. It's on the top. They come up quick sometimes if you go hard. Yeah. Another flatty, guys. Another flatty. I'm happy to say that I'm starting to lose count of the fish. I don't know how many I've caught now. It's a good day. It's a good day. Look at that. Another one. Another flatty. That hits the spot. Oh yes. It feels so good. Oh, that was just barely lip hooked. Barely lip hooked this little fella. Off you go, mate. Can't remember where I cast that time. I think it was to the left, but I think I did pick up that brim on the right first time. Oh, right after. That's another flathead, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow, wow. 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 Oh, yes, just make sure I'm recording this. Oh, guys, what is this? What is this? What is this? Oh. Oh. Oh, please don't do me. Oh, I thought I lost it. Please don't. Please don't do me. Whatever this is, please do not do me. Do not do me. I am nervous, guys. I am... Oh. Oh my. Oh my. My heart rate. Oh. Alright, let's play it smart. I'm going slow. I'm going slow. Only if I can make a mistake, then I'll lose this fish. If I take my time, whatever it is, it's a good fish. The heart rate shot right up. If I have to, I can walk it into the shallows. I won't be landing it here if it's a good one. Oh, these head shakes, man. These head shakes, they're not normal. Trev. Oh, it's gone around this way. Look, we'll just oblige. My heart rate is 1,000,000 miles per hour. Hopefully he doesn't find a tree branch like the one on the, on my left here. It could be a salmon. It's possible it's a salmon. Possible. Possible. I don't know what it is. All right, let me just get a quick look. I can see lead or not. Just forcing it up a little bit. It's a Trev. All right, it's a good Trev. It's a good Trev. There we go. We found our mystery fish. It's right there. Good Trev. Is it gonna brick me? All right. Okay. Now I know what it is. I'm feeling a lot better. But we're gonna see if we can land this guy. See if we can land this guy. See if we can land this guy. Wow. That got the heart going. Insane. Got the heart going. It's in the middle of the channel. That's why it's a pretty good fish. It's in the middle of the channel. Got the light gear. I'm winding probably up a bit too much. How can I do this? Let's walk it around. Wow, it went really hard just a second ago there. Went around. All right. Oh, that's bad. I just got water in my boots. Water in my boots. Why is this always the case when I get a good fish like that mullet? I dropped it on my sleeve. If you guys remember, check that out, guys. Look at that. That's a good shot. Good shot right there. Good shot right there. Good shot right there. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. All right, just pulling it up gradually. Yeah. Yes. Got it. Woohoo! Check that out, guys. That's a blurter. Hear that? It's making those grunting noises. I better bring it in close so you guys can hear it. big. That's a big blurter. That's a big fish. Big fish. Where's the microphone? Microphone's here. Let me just clip that on. Oh, big fight, big fish, big Trev. Check that out in the corner on the top of the lip, 6 pound. Oh yes, what a day. Oh, I got water down my boots too. I'm half soaked. Let's get this guy sorted. Guys, check that out. That's a lot of fish to be grabbing. That's a good blurter. In the rubbery bit of the lips, just at the top there. Wanted that lure hard. Got really lucky. Fish had a good chance to get away. It's very hard to hold Trevs because they don't tire. Look at that. All right, that's my sleeve. I'm gonna let it go now. Right over here. There we go. Yes. It's actually kicked out of my hand. Yes. Got it free, guys. Whew. Gonna leave it there, guys. What a session. I'm so stoked with that one.
No doubt about Shroom, he can catch them. He really seems to be able to fish those soft plastics extra well, and he pins fish on them wherever he goes. Some great advice in his show. Make sure that you jump on his YouTube channel and follow it, because he has new stuff coming out every week. No wonder he's got so many followers. Next up, we're going somewhere really exciting. Exotic Thailand. We can't travel there at the moment, but if we all do the right thing, in a few months' time or sometime in 2022, we might be able to get back to Thailand. And one of the things that it's famous for from a fishing point of view are these stocked fishing ponds. They're big ponds, often surrounded by quite natural country, and they stock them with fish from all over the world. You wouldn't be able to get away with it in Australia, but they've got some weird and wonderful stuff in there, including great big arapaima, pacu, all sorts of exotic fish from the Amazon and South America. What a fantastic place to wet a line. Have a look at this.
Hi there, I'm Mike Bailey, owner and manager here at Exotic Fishing Thailand. We're located 1 hour north of Phuket International Airport. We're a resort and fishery. First of all, I'd like to thank Starlo for inviting me along to the fishing hub to say hi to everybody and take you guys on a tour of Exotic Fishing Thailand. Exotic Fishing Thailand is located in Phang Nga province. We have a 10-acre lake that's full of thousands of amazing fish, with 8 species over 100 pounds. We also have beautiful rooms. We have mountain view rooms, lake view rooms, and a 20-meter swimming pool with an aquarium attached. We call that our swim aquarium. It's one of a kind as far as I know, where you can go in the pool, swim up to the glass, and the fish are going to be on the other side, safety protected by the glass. In addition to the swimming pool, swim aquarium, we have a restaurant that serves both Thai and international food, and where I am right now is our fish park. So we have a fish park which is 2 ponds, both full of arapaima and other Amazon species, red-tailed catfish, tiger shovel-nosed catfish. Why don't we feed some of those hungry arapaima right now? Whoa! So this is one of our growing ponds. We grow the fish in this pond up to about 40 kilos. Whoa! And then we move them into our main lake. There's a few in there right now that I think are ready to move, but we won't do that today. What I think we'll do is we'll head over to the main lake and see if we can catch one of these beautiful fish on rod and line that we can show you up close. Okay, let's go catch an arapaima. So we're going to go over to Sala number 6. It's centrally located on the lake. It's one of my favorites, and that's where we're going to give a shot for an arapaima. I'd just like to thank my cameraman, John Pierce. Obviously, you guys all know him there in Australia. Starlo, Bushy, and Rex, you've all worked together before. I know you came to Thailand, you were out in the Similans fishing for sailfish. Maybe when you come over next time, you can fish here and do some sail fishing as well. So I'm going to head over with John now. Sala number 6, catch an arapaima. So the first thing we're going to do is bait up the swim. Trusty guide Lek here. Lek, come on over, say hello. This is Lek. Lek's made up these long balls for me. What they are is it's a rice husk mixed with water. So we're going to put those in the bait scoop, throw them out, and they'll bring bait fish, I guess in Australia, I guess call it burleying up. So we're going to burley up. We'll get these out there. It'll draw all the bait fish in, and then the Arapaima will move in to smash the bait fish, or at least that's the plan. Oh, they're swirling out there now. Okay, so now let's put the plan into action. Got the long ball. Whoa, okay. Now, the fishing's not always going to be this easy, but we have been closed for COVID for quite some time. So the fish are hungry, and I'm expecting some action. Now, I hadn't checked my drag, but Lek's got it ready. So the long ball's sitting below the float. The small fish have come to the long ball. The Arapaimas, you can see them, look, they're cruising around the float. So all we need now is for one of them to suck that in, and we're in business. But it is filming, so it doesn't always go as to plan. So normally we put this down on the rod pod. We fish English, like English style carp fishing, and we wait for the run. I'm going to put some more balls out there. Lek's got some more ready. I always wish that I could take this baiting stick to the golf course because I'm quite accurate with it. Speaking of golf, I guess it's springtime now in Australia, and all the avid golfers along with the fishermen are getting ready to hit the links. If anybody's coming here for a few more Lek. Anyone's coming here for fishing, we do have golf courses around here as well. Well, and there we go. And we're hooked up. Oh, we're hooked up. So normally, when we hook an Arapaima, they shake their head. So I'm watching the rod to see if we're going to get that head shake kind of motion, which I think we are. So I think we're hooked up with an Arapaima. Lek, would you mind just moving the rod pod, please? Okay. All right, so the Arapaima in here, as I was saying earlier, we stock them at 40 kilos and up, but they go to up to 160 kilos. We use custom-built fishing rods. They're about a 6 to 7 pound test curve, and we use only Shimano big bait runner long cast reels. And the reason we use those is because we need the line capacity. As you can see with this fish, he's going on a hell of a run. As you can see with this fish, he's going on a heck of a run. There we go, he's good. But Arapaima do stop at some point. I hope. Wow, that is quite the run from that fish. That's one of the longest Arapaima runs I've seen. We have other fish that will make longer runs, such as a big Mekong catfish or even a Chow Phraya catfish, but that's a good run for an Arapaima. Just adjust the drag a little bit. So if you come fishing with us, we supply all the equipment. In the standard package, we have 2 fishing rods. We have a rod pod with the 2 vital arms. A generous amount of bait for each day. The bait includes bait fish, lom, which is the rice powder which we're using right now. We have boilies, which are an English carp style bait, and also some chicken hearts, which come in handy for all the predators. This is a good fish. Either that or I'm out of practice. Whoa. We have Wi-Fi around the lake. In fact, we have Wi-Fi all through the resort, the swimming pool, restaurant, and the rooms. Which is great if you want to do any live videos to show your friends. We could actually maybe do a fishing hub live one day. Would be a great idea. Other than just doing the video that we're doing right now. Oh, there's one of the typical head shakes. Wow, we're definitely getting our money's worth today. But the runs will get shorter. Hopefully. It's a hot one today. It averages around 30 degrees here this time of year. And the only question is it going to be sunny or is it going to be rainy? We've had sun for the last 3 days and we're supposed to have some rain come in this afternoon. But the temperatures stay pretty consistent throughout the year. Not like in Australia where you definitely get the difference between spring and winter, summer and fall. The beauty of that is that we get lots of flowers all year, beautiful foliage all year. And an excuse to drink cold beer all year as well. Whoa! Oh, I thought that was it. I thought we'd lost it for a second. So once we get this fish closer, the guides are going to jump in the water. They're going to use a net that's just over 2 meters long. It's made out of PVC tubing, so they're custom nets. Here we go again. So they're more like a cradle. We'll cradle the fish in the net, get it under control, and then we'll give the fish some oxygen. We'll spray it up with a antiseptic spray for any marks on the fish. We'll get some close-ups and photos for you guys so you can see exactly what they look like up close. and then we'll release the fish. All fishing is catch and release here. All the hooks are barbless. We supply all the hooks, all the end tackle. I know there's a lot of, I'm from Canada, and I know Australia is similar, and there's a lot of lure fishermen in Australia like there is in Canada. We do not allow lure fishing, and we do allow some fly fishing. I think we've done a couple of videos for Rex before where we were fly fishing for arapaima. And the reason for no lure fishing is there's just a lot of fish in the lake. The chance of you snagging something and injuring the fish is quite high, and also getting treble hooks caught in the gills or caught in the rear of the mouth is also an issue. So unfortunately we don't allow any lure fishing. We're all about fish care. These are our assets, and we want them to be here for a long time for your kids and our kids to enjoy. Okay, nice fish. You'll see the stoppers there. We didn't have this set very deep. We had it about 24 inches, 30 inches. Oh, nice fish. This one's all... Whoa, I knew that was going to happen. They never make it easy. So this fish is all silver and pink. We have different colors in the lake. Some are olive green, some are bright red. Wow, what a nice fish. Exotic Fishing Thailand, beautiful arapaima. Okay, Fishing Hub, let's take a look at this beautiful arapaima. It's in the net. Guys are going to pick it up right now and show us the fish. Like I said, this one's got a lot of pink and silver on it. Wow, look at that. That net's around 2 meters. That fish is probably 70, 80 kilos, something like that. 70 kilo? Yeah, 70, 80 kilos, the guides say. Okay, what a beautiful fish. And okay, let's put it back down. They lift weights in part-time here just so they can be ready for lifting those fish. So that's one of the many species we have available at Exotic Fishing Thailand. So whenever Starlo, Bushy, Rex, whenever you want to come back over, head on over and show us how it's done. Catch some of these beautiful fish for the people at Fishing Hub.
Oh, how good was that? I really want to go to one of those places. All right, it's fishing in a pond, but there's room in our fishing world for both wild fisheries and those stocked fisheries where you can go and catch fish that have been grown out, and it's just so much fun. Anyway, that just about wraps it up for this week. We really enjoyed bringing you another live stream. Like I said, we're going to try and bring you one of these every Thursday night, at least while we're in lockdown. So make sure you jump onto our YouTube channels. You'll have seen the URLs for them coming up along the bottom of the screen here while I've been talking to you and showing you these segments. Hope you really enjoyed it. Let us know what you think about it. Let us know what else you'd like to see. And don't forget that you can follow all of us on Facebook, on our pages, and also on our YouTube channels. Look, until next time, this is Starlo wishing you tight lines and take care out there.